What's up there, Misfit? Welcome back to Pages of Ascension, or welcome to Pages of Ascension. Welcome back if you've been hanging out for a while. So this is going to be a reading for the sign of Cancer, okay? So I am choosing not to date my readings because, again, it's just not how my gift works. I've literally said that about 9 times now. So when you run across this reading is when it's meant for you, intended to resonate between the day you watch it and 30 days beyond that, okay? So this is not a traditional reading in the sense that I am using the tarot. I will use tarot to clarify at the end once I look at what I'm calling your soul speak, and the advice that Spirit is giving you for the situation that comes up on the board, okay? So the cards that I am using for you as your primary decks are the Lenormand and the Kipper systems together, okay? So let's see here. What else do I need to say? May or may not resonate, all that jazz, blah, 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 right? And if you are looking for a personal reading, you can check those out over on my website, which should be located somewhere on your screen. So make sure you check me out over there. A little bit of something for everybody, okay? All right, two mo, and one mo again. There we go. Okay. So let's see what we have for you. Okay, so there's some talking going on about a masculine energy in your world. You may be talking to a masculine energy. I feel like it's possible you're actually getting some downloads about this person. It could also be a masculine energy that I'm speaking to. And I say that just because the masculine energy has popped up quite a bit in these readings. Sorry, I want to check one thing real quick. Okay. Yeah, the masculine energy has been popping up quite a bit in the readings that I've been doing. So I don't know if I've got more masculine people watching me. Or it's just that a lot of y'all are dealing with specifically masculine people, but I do have a masculine presence showing in your reading. I feel like there's a little bit of confusion on the direction that you might have been going with this person. It's possible you're trying to decide whether or not to go and see this person and travel and to go see them. I don't feel like this is long distance travel. It's possible that they just like live in like the next city over or something like that. And there's confusion about whether or not you wanted to go and see this person, and I feel like something is being illuminated about them, or maybe even being illuminated about a discussion that the two of you need to have, okay? So let's keep going and see what else we can grab. Yeah. Okay, so, and I'm getting a couple things from this. We've got despair and journey popping up for you. So, like, it's possible that you had planned to go and see this person or to travel and see this person, and, like, for some reason the money isn't there. Maybe you had to work unexpectedly, or you were just confused about how you would be able to pay for this particular journey. It's possible that this is even like a vacation that the two of you were planning on taking, that now that's not going to be quite possible to do because of finances. And again, I'm not getting like super long distance travel here. You know, at minimum, we're looking at like the next county over. Yeah, actually I would say at maximum like the next county over, a couple of cities over. This is not looking like out-of-state travel to me. So, but for whatever reason, the money isn't there to do that, or isn't quite where you thought it would be in order to do that. I do feel like your financial situation is going to be further illuminated as far as what you're actually working with. And that is going to trigger a change for you, okay? This is feeling like a move. So an actual change in location. So it could have even been like the two of you were looking at traveling so that you could look at a house, for example. Like I said, couple of cities over, maybe the next county over, something like that. You're looking to make that change and move there, and either like the house fell through, or they didn't accept your offer, or the finances fell through from being able that prevented you from being able to do that. It's also possible that what I'm looking at here is a divorce that's in the process. One of you has moved out, and like maybe things broke down, and then one of you moved out as an attempt to, take some space and save the partnership. And it was just illuminated to you that maybe you don't actually want the partnership anymore. You're not happy in the marriage. It cannot be reconciled. And I don't have any evidence on my board per se saying that this is marriage, outside of the fact that we're seeing courthouse and adjudication here. And the courthouse stuff has been coming up a lot. So, that's one storyline, okay? The other storyline is, say the two of you are dating, you are looking to further your commitment and get married, and perhaps you wanted, the large wedding, and unfortunately, because of circumstances or finances, you're not able to have that. So the two of you might literally be getting married at the courthouse, okay? I do feel like, with the main female and the male significator facing each other, and the fact that it's surrounded by the moon card here, this person might be, seeing you as their partner, as their lifelong partner, and that's also the energy that I could be picking up on. They want you to move in with them, and for whatever reason, you're stuck. You're stuck at your job. You're stuck at the place you're in, like in a lease or something, and you can't get out. And that might be possibly why adjudication is coming up, because you're trying to figure out how to get out of that lease, so that the two of you can move in together, okay? And again, that's just one of the scenarios that I'm picking up. So pick what works for you. Can I get one more for this? What's this adjudication about? Okay, so it might have to do with some type of financial gift. So it could be like a court proceeding or something that ends up going in your favor, and as a result of that, you get some money. There's the house. Okay, so a gift of a house. Now, this actually might be something that the masculine in this is going through. Like I said, whether that's you or someone that you're dealing with, they might be tied up in something. They might be tied up in court over a house that's been given as a gift, or that's been willed to them by some mature man that lives at a distance, okay? I do feel like the two of you could be talking about a house. Okay, getting my confirmation there. Okay, so yeah, this definitely has to do with a home of some sort. Discussions about a home. Can I get 2 more cards, please? 2 more. 2 more. What's for the birds? There we go. Okay, so back to the storyline of the couple that might be looking to actually split. Part of what's happening, and part of why this is being talked about, is because the partnership has just become very strained. It's like the two of you aren't talking to each other. It could be that work is getting in the way. perhaps the work that you do does not pay very well, and one or both of you, it's like that's interfering in some way, if that makes sense. It's interfering with the ability for the courtship to grow. It's affecting the ability for the two of you to really communicate with each other. Okay, now this is for a couple that's considering, like, you know, dating, moving things to the next level or whatnot. Again, I feel like regardless to the scenario, it's like work is an interference in your love life, in your courtship, in your ability to move forward. You know, whether that's house, whether that's getting married, whatever it is, finances seem to be an issue. It's possible too that one or both of you are considering actually leaving where you are, like moving out of state or moving out of the city that you're in. I'm not really feeling heavy out of state, but for some of you it could be. It is general, okay? But like leaving to go look for work, to go look for more stable work or more well-paid work, okay? Because again, and I don't feel like it's the money so much as it is the amount of time that needs to be put into the job in order to earn money. So think of like a job that's very laborious. It requires a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of attention, and the pay just does not match the amount of work that you need to do for that job. That's a hindrance here. It's an issue for the two of you, for your partnership. So that's what we got there. So what your soul's trying to get through to you in this situation is to move away from a difficult situation. And again, I feel like that's coming back to the work. I don't feel like the partnership itself is the issue, but I feel like there's a lot of outside things that are affecting the flow of the partnership, okay? So you need to move away from that situation, whatever it is, whether that's the two of you looking to, like I said, get out of the city that you're in, get out of the area that you're in, go to the next county over, something like that, in order to some degree, like, save your partnership, because I do feel like it's rocky because of this, because of the amount of work that has to be put in. It's not really leaving the two of you enough time for each other, okay? So the advice that Spirit has for you is Algiers. It's the chicken foot, as I like to call it. So this is a very good card. It's a card of luck. I'm going to go ahead and read it out the book. Card. It's a rune. Any hoodle. I keep saying that. So it's protection, security, signals a zone of protection or a guardian, leverages defense to a good effect, or rest in security. So I do feel like, you know, and Algiers is backing this up, like, it's just a change that needs to be made, okay? And that's what you're being inspired to do. And I, you know, gotta admit, there's antlers on this as well. Like, the divine is definitely smiling on you. It's smiling on this partnership, and this is in part why it's pushing you to make this change. You know, go to the next city, go to the next town over, go to the next county over. That's why you're being pushed to do that. It's in an effort to help keep you and your partnership protected, okay? So let's go ahead and look at the tarot. Wow, that was special. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Okay, so what do we got? It's too many. There we go. Let's got our first one out. Yeah, judgment is being called on this journey, this job. Something is coming to a close. Okay? Like, judgment can also mean resurrection, and I don't feel like that's what's going on here. I feel like you're being called to reconsider where you're putting your efforts and to perhaps close that door. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, hold on, let me get one more and I'll start digging in a little bit to this. There we go. Yeah, again, the amount of time that's being put into this job is causing conflict between you and your partner. Like, that is very, very clear here. Okay, so it may be time to step away from that position and go to something else. Like, it's something that's keeping you up at night. I feel like the you might be snapping at people, or they might be snapping at people because of it. We've got a lot of mental energy going on here with the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, okay? So, oh Jesus, you have the 9 to the 10. So it's like this situation, the more that you're being pressed that you need to move, and the more you don't take the actions that are needed in order so that you can make that mood. Someone could have a mood disorder. But in any case, it's like it progressively just declines. The situation is progressively declining. And I feel like here with the moon, you can see that. Like, you can see my right eye is jumping. Okay. So I feel like you can see the fact that this situation is declining, and in part, and I'm thinking too, in part why you might have come across this video is that you're looking for confirmation that what you believe is causing the decline in the situation is actually the cause of the decline in the situation. And what I'm picking up is that it's the job, it's the employment, it's whatever you're doing to bring money into your household, that is what's causing the contention. And it's not that it's just the amount of time that has to go into whatever it is that you do, okay? So now, I feel like if you do end up going to court, you're going to end up having a Hail Mary, if that makes sense. And I feel like the moon is a very psychic card. So I feel like in essence, some of this is just confirmation for you. This is something that you've already figured out is going to happen. You are going to get a Hail Mary, okay? There's going to be a lot of tough words flying around, and there's a lot of very sharp words. Got my confirmation with this. But I do feel like you've got someone on your side that you're probably not expecting. Okay, I don't know if it would be like an officer of the court. It would be another feminine energy. I feel like it's more of a feminine energy. And it's like, just when you feel like things cannot get worse, you can't take any more, this person steps in. Almost like, I'm hearing that angel investor term again. Or, yeah, let's move on. So, back to the house and the gift. Like, we got the Four of Wands here. So that represents, union. It's happy household. It can also stand for, karma. Okay. So, karmic unions, for example. So, there might be some type of karma attached to the gift that you're getting. There might be some type of karma attached to the house, or there might even be some karma attached to this legal shit that I'm seeing here. Let me get one more for that. Yeah. So it's almost feeling like the partnership itself is a little karmic. Like, there's something that you're supposed to learn there. There is love there. Okay, I'm not saying that there's not love, and I'm not saying just because I'm picking up the fact that whoever it is that you're involved with is a karmic partner. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Karma is what it is. Okay, and what I'm seeing is dharma coming from that, but it's not going to be without its outside issues, if that makes sense. It's almost like just as you get to get into a stable, steady pace with your partner, everything outside of the two of you begins to kind of fall apart. That's what I'm picking up, okay? So again, like I was saying, with this job, like, that's what's causing contention. That's what's causing the arguments. That's what's causing the sharp language. And that might just be due to stress. It might be, the despair, because you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You all you're seeing is confusion on how are we going to move past this? How are we going to get out of this? And I do feel like that will become clear to you. Okay. Again, there could be a mature man that you end up getting advice from. they're likely going to tell you to just move away from the situation and cut your losses. That's kind of what I'm seeing, but you know, it's general. Okay. I do feel like this person, they live close to you, but you still have to travel to go see them. Okay. So that's what I've got for you this time, Cancer. I hope that this reading helped. If this reading resonated for you, go ahead and drop me a line down in the comments. I love to read and respond to your comments. So much gratitude for you. Remember, your peace is your power, and I'll see you next time. Bye.